Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello, good morning and welcome back to the channel where you join me today with the Ford GT in a very windy Sardinia. I've crossed over with the overnight ferry, literally Wonder Woman's ferry, to come to the island, one of my favourite places to go driving. And today is also the start of the annual Pagani Raduno. It's the owners rally, the Vanishing Point rally, and this year marks Pagani's 20th anniversary, and we're expecting about 20 to 30 cars to be taking part. So we're going to jump in the GT, go and drive, find some awesome roads, and then chase a group of Paganis out here in Sardinia. But first, let me show you the logistical challenge that we've had to fit some luggage into the non-existent luggage space in the GT before we jump on the roads to go join the Raduno. One of the first problems that I've got, having brought the GT on the ferry, is that something's been dripping on it, so I'm gonna have to go and get that washed down as quickly as possible. The car does have PPF, but you might be familiar with the lack of luggage space that this car actually has. There is a small luggage compartment back here in the rear of it. Let me just show you this. We have squeezed in a bag from Sparco with some clothes in plastic bags right underneath. That is it. That's all the luggage space that we've got. Give that a click down. The rest is down here in the passenger side, a bag under the passenger's knees, also some things wedged down there at the bottom of the footwell. But we've got my lovely new interior with the new stitching and embroidery by Sparco, and the car more or less ready to go. So let's jump in, get on the roads, out of the wind, and go enjoy Sardinia. I'm going to climb in here where Benzene Ben is waiting.
Hello.
Are you comfortable?
Just about, as I can be.
Not the most space in the world inside this thing, but bring it into live. We've got the nav set using Waze just so we know about all the traffic and the like. And I'm going to give you the camera if that's okay, because we need to see if we can do this and catch up with the tour. They came yesterday, so we are playing a game of catch up here. So bye-bye Wonder Woman's ferry. We might actually be taking that one back again later, but more on that in a little bit. For now, let's go. Let's see what we can find. I'm hoping that there is a car wash here. Yes, there is. We've got a wash box. We can quickly swing in then, get this car cleaned up. That's actually the biggest win of the day right now. Navigation recalculating, lift system up, and in we go. Let's do this. It does happen sometimes that when we get to these places, I do wash the cars, especially when they're as dirty as this was down here. I mean, you can still see it, just coming close. Look at all of this like mess. Nobody likes that on a GT, so let's just whiz around, get this done as quickly as possible, not waste any time, and then go catch up with the others. By the way, I wouldn't recommend washing your car like this if you don't have PPF on it. That saves the day, especially from scratches using the brushes. You don't want to be doing that without PPF. Back in the car then. Right, we're going to do this the drying by driving way. It's by far the most efficient right now. So, yeah, belt up. Nicely done. And let's hit the road. Let's do this. And that's how you drive by driving. If you're wondering why I like Sardinia, this is the prime example. Lovely twisty roads, stunning views as well. Some bits like this with very good tarmac, admittedly lots of them aren't, but this car, this is basically the first time I've driven it in this kind of environment. A bit like a mountain pass, twisting backwards and forwards. Just look out to the right at the view we've got over there. As the road meanders up and down. Absolutely awesome. There we go, foot down. Woohoo! Here we are then, in the port, where we're hoping, this is actually really pretty. We're heading out to that island. I'm hoping that the Paganis are all going to be around here somewhere. Maybe they've boarded or are boarding one of the ferries that are around us. Can't see them at the moment, but they can't be far away unless they've already made the crossing, and we'll have to play catch up. We've just missed them. They're on that ferry and I need to go and join the line, ready for the next one. You won't believe it, they're on that ferry. We've just missed them. It's super windy here, sorry about that. We've just missed them by about 30 seconds. There wasn't enough space, we couldn't get on board. We'll wait until it's gone over there to the island, Isola Maddalena, then it will come back, or maybe we'll get on the other one and then we can cross over. So close, yet so far. Fortunately, we're only 20 minutes behind and we are now boarding the ferry. So, where am I going to get sent? Lift down, Park. Windows up. Off. We're making it. We're nearly there. The Paganis are not far ahead of us anymore. It's time to go off the ferry then. I can't see where the ramp is, but if we turn this way, it should be okay. And we're done. That's it. So, let's go track down these Paganis then. It's been a long journey already, but we are now at least on the right piece of land, the same piece of land as them. I say that, I think we've got a bridge before, but we'll get there in a moment. And just as expected then, we do have another little bridge. But look at this. Look at the scenery. Look at how blue the sea is. Absolutely stunning. What a location. So beautiful. We've just about found them, if you can say that. Coming through the trees, we have some of the Paganis. They're going to come around us in a second. We found them. Here they are. Hey guys. Sweet, the king, the yellow Zonda. Looking epic, look at that view in the mirror. Look at that. Purple. So nice. Hey. Oh, look at this, Huayra BC. Almost an endless stream. Red Huayra from California. Oh, heavens under air. Nice. Okay, time to get on the road. Here we go then. We are driving behind a Huayra Roadster, Big Bird, as the number plate says, in a convoy of Paganis. This is exactly the dream. This is what we were hoping to do today. Chasing Paganis with the 4GT through Sardinia. Oh, that was cool. With the crowns underneath the flaps as they popped up there. Just look at this lineup ahead of us now. This is just a small fraction of these heading towards lunch. This is nuts. Pagani have made some pretty incredible cars in their 20 years, and what a way to celebrate having them all together for a police convoy. We've got the policeman escorting us through the traffic. The lineup here is just so nuts. I'm actually going to stop and let a few more cars go past us. And here. Wow. Oh yeah, G500 4x4 squared. Another Huayra BC. Another Zonda. Another Zonda. Another Huayra as well. I think I'm going to pull out again. Another Huayra Roadster. Wow. Look at this place. I can't believe we are somewhere this beautiful, driving with the Paganis like this. It's absolutely stunning. Coming around the rocks, the sea, the colour of the sea. Honestly. Wow. I think we're going to be all parking up in a moment. But yeah, what a crazy day. This has gone perfectly. Could not be in a better setting to be seeing and chasing and driving with all of these. Wow, that's allowed more cars rolling in. Look at this, look at the line. Just endless Paganis lining up now in this stunning location, and I probably need to move my car, which is slightly taking up some space. But what an amazing, 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 amazing lineup here. Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. Oh yes, the Zonda Cinque. That is the one, the Cinque Roadster over here from the Middle East. Why not on the Huayra Roadster in front in the matching paint scheme? Just endless. I think I've probably seen about 25 Paganis coming in so far in total in this lineup. Lots of carbon fibre, lots of lovely, lovely, lovely paintworks and colours. The blues, the reds, some yellows, huge variety as well actually. When you look at all of this, come around here. That just stands out to me. That one is stunning. Wow. Very, very international as well. Cars coming from all over the place. I've come up to a vantage point to take a look over this car park. Is this not the most incredible lineup ever? What must be somewhere between 25 and 30 Pagani cars here, parked alongside the clear ocean sea. Look at this backdrop as well, just stunning. But down here, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 cars, I think I count, plus my 4GT, along with all of the Mercedes AMG support cars that are around. This This is mind-boggling. How unbelievably epic. This view, this sunshine, what a perfectly dream day with Pagani. And I'm just, I don't really know which to look at because it's, I mean, we're surrounded by BCs, Cinques, 760s. Unreal, absolutely unreal. And then this background just makes it even more special. Wow, truly, truly wow. Honestly, this is so breathtaking, it's actually a touch overwhelming. I've been going around taking some pictures and I don't even know where to begin, what to look at first. We've got the 27 cars here and the likes of the Zonda Cinque worth something around £5 million maybe, the Zonda 760s and the Huayra BCs 2 or 3 million each at least. Even a normal original Zonda is worth 1.5 million or something like that. So 27 cars, that means we're surrounded here by roughly £75 million worth of Paganis. That's about $100 million, or what, 90 million euros worth or so? Absolutely incredible. What a way to celebrate the 20th anniversary. The first Zonda was launched at the 1999 Geneva Motor Show, and here we are 20 years later. Just look at the different specifications, the different configurations, the different bespoke and unique touches about each car. I doubt there are any two here that are exactly the same. Anyway, for me, it was just a quick trip to come and see the cars. I'm so glad I've been able to see them and to be able to share it with you. But we're actually going to jump back into the GT because there's another special place I want to visit here in Sardinia before we head back towards the ferry as well. But this, just incredible. Off we go then, past that amazing view. So we've got to get a move on. Time is kind of against us now, but I want to go to this very specific location where we've been in the past on a Fuel Faction Duet, but also I came once on the Duncan Hamilton tour that I did in my Cayman GT4, and it's a specific road that when we get there, we're gonna have some fun. We've made the ferry crossing, so taking the angle to get this car off. Gotta do this super carefully. Grazie.
Prego.
And we'll take this bump like this. Front end, no problems, hey? But we're down, back on the ground on Sardinia. Lift back down. Where to next then? To the SS 389. This is my road then, the SS 389. Near to Olbia in Sardinia, but just meanders up over the hills here, backwards and forwards. This is basically, as I described it the first time I ever drove it, what I would design if I was designing the perfect road to go out and drive. The mixture of undulations, the backwards and forwards, the lefts and rights, every different type of turn that you could wish to drive. And in a car like this, just an epic thing to be doing it in, as it snakes up over the crest through this view, the mountains around us. There are some amazing, amazing places to drive and enjoy here in Sardinia. And in this car, you can tell there is not a whole lot by way of sound deadening, because you hear all of the stones firing up. The car's got a little bit dirty while we've been driving it today, but this, just the way the turns tighten. And one of the craziest things with the GT is that you never need to remove your hands from the wheel. However tight the corner is, even here for example, your hands can stay in the fixed grip positions, just pulling it around. Wow, I tell you what though, if you are somebody like me who enjoys driving roads like this, I need to show you something. So let's pull over, take a break for a moment, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We appear to have some snakes right in front of us. That makes me reluctant to get out right at this moment. Not sure what they're up to, whether they're having a good time or a really bad time at the moment, but let's find a snake-free spot to jump out of the car. If you're a driver who enjoys roads like this and would like to discover more or even share some of your favourites with others, let me show you the Ultimate Drives app on Android and iOS. So currently on the home page here you can see the discovery screen. We can learn and find some of this week's favourites, or you can go into the map and you can actually see all around, and this is around the entire world, even where we are right now in Sardinia. If I go to my favourites just now, here you can see a Sardinian drive that we added before, in fact 19 favourites on this one, and this is one of the routes we drove on Fuel Faction. If I just show you on the routing page quickly, from the south of the island in Cagliari coming up towards where we are now. But you can get all of this information. You can also have profile pages as well if you'd like to add some of your favourites, and of course we're quite far from strong phone signal at the moment, so it's a little bit slower on loading, but you can see some of my absolute favourites that have featured on the YouTube channel to date all in there. So the Ultimate Drives app, you'll find the information about it down below, but it is perfect for discovering places like this, to enjoy cars, to go out for a drive, to have some fun to discover new ones and to share your favourites. So check it out if you haven't already. For now though, I'm gonna hop back in the car and keep driving. The thing with Ultimate Drives then is you can discover roads like this, or plan road trips, or pick out locations you'd like to go to, or places you'd like to drive with friends. And I today am having an absolutely epic time discovering and learning this car a little bit more, feeling it through these corners. This thing, it sits so flat around here. Just using the car, when you drive it harder, it comes to life so much more. And for me, well, I love driving. I love going out and finding places like this. So this kind of thing means I can find somewhere to actually enjoy the car, where you can enjoy the car. The terrain here, the way this tarmac just snakes around the mountains, literally snakes, very topical for this area, but it meanders backwards and forwards like someone's taken a piece of spaghetti and laid it across the sculpture of the terrain, and this is what has resulted. It is basically a picture perfect mountain road to go out and drive. That's why I wanted to come back here, the third time now that I've been here and driven this road, now with the Ford GT as well. What a day this has been, experiencing this car out in Sardinia, but we do actually have a ferry to catch, so I best get turned around, head back the other way and make way towards Porto Torres, where we're catching the ferry back over to Italy again. This road is just epic. Look at the way it meanders backwards and forwards. We've even got some curbs to use as it swings from left to right and back again. And driving in this car, this is where you really get to know your car, to enjoy it, to build up these memories and experiences. And the thing I love the most about this car actually, in this environment, is the steering feel. The way you basically keep your hands rooted to the spot, and the steering wheel has all of the controls in it. But even the tightest corners that you have, your hands stay still. They don't have to move. You just position the car left, right, back to the left again. The grip is phenomenal. Tight corners. But again, not having to take the hands off the wheel at all. Yes, you can hear a lot of the stones on the bodywork through the carbon fibre tub. This is what I really like. The positioning is amazing. For a tight corner, that's all you have to do. And the front end gives you so much feel as well. This is really where I'm getting to enjoy and experience this car myself. What a day this has been, and look out at that view as well. Look over to the side. Stunning, stunning, stunning place. Just wow. Absolutely wow. Pure heaven. Pure heaven for driving. We've got one little problem, or potentially very major problem. Ferry check-in closes about now, and we're still half an hour away. We're going to get there about 45 minutes before the ferry is due to sail, and it says you need a little bit more time than that. So fingers crossed, we're going to be able to actually board this ferry, and we're not going to be waving it goodbye and staying here for another night. Let's see what happens. Over there then is our ferry. Let's hope we're early enough for Embarco. We're with Tirrenia, so that means this direction. Just fingers crossed right now that we're not too late. We've made up a few minutes, but we've still only about 50 minutes before the ship is due to sail, and I'm not entirely sure if that means we're going to be allowed on or not. The back is certainly open, lots of trucks loading in right now. Optimism, keep it positive here, and let's hope we're going to make it on there. There is an Austin yellow M4 just there. I also spot through the fence a whole line of caterers. How cool is that? We're not the only car guys on the ship. Right, let's go around and line up right behind the caterers, because that will be really quite funny. But it looks and feels like we've made it, and there was absolutely no need to panic whatsoever, because this place is not busy. Not busy in the slightest. As we come back round to our Wonder Woman ferry, and it is literally the same ferry we were on last night. Let's just hope we don't have the same route, because, well, that would be annoying. It wasn't the best night ever. The challenge here is this ramp. So lift system is up, as much angle as possible, and we should be fine. The Ford GT's ground clearance is actually pretty impressive. That's one of the things over the last couple of days that's really surprised me. It can manage. Now we are entering what we could only describe as a vast cavern in front of us, where we're going to have to go up the ramp, I think up the side, to find our way towards our parking. Trucks all coming in. These guys probably now are like, what on earth is that car? He's telling me to wait. Okay, I better stop here then. We'll go upstairs. But the lift system, check this out. If I press the button, look outside, look out the front. Dunk, dunk. It is quite funny. It's that easy with the hydraulic suspension raising up. And then of course you can do the whole track mode on a ferry. Track mode on a ferry. Should we be the first to put a Ford GT in track mode on a ferry? Down we go. We're in track mode, ready to race. Oh, it's time to go. Okay, back up we go, back up we go. Drive, lift system. Forwards we go. We have made it then, the car is here, but behold the very limited amount of space that we have in the back. And I know I showed you this earlier, but let me lift everything out. It is not such a vast cavern of space back here. Basically, if we take out the first laptop bag, I'm just gonna give that to Benzine Ben very quickly, then literally the rest of the clothes in here are just a few plastic bags, packing very, very lightly. So I'm gonna pop that down on the floor. I've got one more to lift out, and that is it. That's the luggage in the back of the Ford GT, which is all absolutely boiling as well, sitting right beside the engine. But we made it 2 days in this car. Shut this back down, give it a press in the middle. Mission has been successful. The journey has been incredible. We've driven the Ford GT with 27 Paganis as part of the annual Pagani Raduno. We've also been to explore one of my favourite roads as part of the Ultimate Drives app as well. Again, if you want to find out more about that, the link is down below. I'm absolutely exhausted. As I said, we didn't sleep all that well on the ferry last night. I'm going to go upstairs, have a bite to eat, and crash out for the night. But what a day driving, using this car. I want to travel with it, I want to build up memories with it, the new seat, the places I've been with it already, and the places that I'm going to be going with it. So thank you very much, as always, for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but that's it for this time. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers!